Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the stats for Mark Williams.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And the starting lineup for Miami and for the Hornets. Miller and Bridges are the wings. Williams is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Ball in at the point. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here we go. It'll be the Heat off the tip. To the paint. Here's Reed. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. Got it. Good job at the low post.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, he's very dependable from that area, so Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Now here's George. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Miami foul call. Abraham, first personal foul, first team foul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Miller outside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Miller. 15 in his last outing. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Reed with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's George, and there's the rejection.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randle, otherwise he's going to block you.
Ball passes to Williams. Tipped, stolen by Hero. It's a one-on-one situation, and that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Bridges. Miami making their last shot. Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that when you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges. Most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
Bridges hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the strike, he's going to cash in more than not.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Heat, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning. And of course, the Hornets just need to keep fighting.
I think for the Heat, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Ball taking his time here. Offline with a 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Check by Randall. Oh, big time right there.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Ball passes to Miller. It's Bridges on the wing. Randall outside, takes the 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randall, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
And Charlotte making a change here. Smith's checked in. Randall left side. No good with the triple. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Check by Randall. Randall pulls down the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Oh, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Over to the wing. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Williams. Now here's Smith to the middle. And Randall the bucket on the assist by Smith. Randall's got 5.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Now Reed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Julius Randall. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Miami making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Heat. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks.
Tough make by Smith inside. He had to work around their physicality.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Thompson against Williams. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Miller. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. 3-point lead for 3, Smith. Williams grabs the board. The Heat have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Pounded by Ball. The jump hook and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He has 7.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pulls it. Offline from the top of the key.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Guarded by Miller. Here's the second effort. They get it again. Thompson. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Heat lead by 1.
Look, Tristan Thompson is a relentless glass eater on both ends, so you got to get a body on him.
Smith inside. He's guarded by Oladipo. Miller can't get it to go.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Ball outside. To win the run. And he lays it up and in. Ball's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Thompson finds Williams. And it's all from three-point range. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got Victor Oladipo. Jaime Jaquez out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Thompson, and it's Hero in at the 1.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And Miami has possession. The Hornets making their last shot. Hero, the pass to Oladipo. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Heat lead by 1.
Oladipo getting it going right now. I love seeing it. Devastating from this area on the court.
Outside Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Oladipo with the rebound.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Hero, no good. For Charlotte, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Randall. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And that one's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Thompson against Randall. From deep, Mitchell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Paul George.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Houston Rockets.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Miller's checked in for Dinwiddie.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Mitchell's got 5 now.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
He's guarded by Bridges. George, a screen on Bridges. Who poked away. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already. And for Smith, the quickness, the jump shot, the potential. I mean, it's all there.
Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Randall. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 11 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Smith. 5-point lead, biggest of the game.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
Fires top of the key. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. Rebound Miami. Their last encounter in Miami.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, did a really good job of throwing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Mitchell. And a moment here to see which shooting guards have been racking up the assist over the past 10 games. Brandon Miller 4th.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
To the right side. Pass to George. To the left wing. Fires it from 18. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, here's Miller, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Miller. Miami making their last shot. Six on the shot clock. Here's Ball. Miami grabs the miss. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Mitchell's checked in for Charlotte. And Miami also making a switch. Williams is checked in. That one misses for Reed. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Yes, sir. Grant Williams rising up.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Miller. Outside Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Gets the 3 to fall. Mitchell's got 8 here in this quarter.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Ball with a steal. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Now here's Bridges. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Miller off target from outside. Heat trail by 4. Pass to Reed. The 17-footer. The rebound by Bridges. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Ball, plenty of space. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got assist number 5 here tonight. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
So it's the Hornets now, after the basket by Miami. Miller, right side. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Miller bouncing with some flavor to the rack.
Reed passes to George. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Pass to Mitchell. The 3 from Ball. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. Heat trail by 4. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
So both teams making some changes here. And there's a pick. Ball against Hero. There's the 3. That shot, no good. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Hornets. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Julius Randle has been sensational.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Julius Randle out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the Hornets 5. Miller can't get it to go. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. 4-point game. Right wing. George a screen on Randle. From 10 feet away. And he nails the jumper. 15 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Ball. From behind the arc. Ball sticks the 3.
Defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis. Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Check by Randle. Counted, and the foul.
Defense.
That's on Mark Williams.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Now here's Miller. 6 points for him. Back to Williams. Stolen by Reed. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Hero. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. Charlotte, 4th.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Ball left side. This one for 3. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Reed. Hero outside. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. Hero's got 9 points.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Miller. And here's Randle. Back to Miller. To the inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Great vision and setup there by Brandon Miller.
Check by Randle. The Hornets pull it in. Randle's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds now. On the take. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. 19 points in the game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Ball passes to Randle. This is the baby hook. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Reed in the post, working on Williams. 4 on the clock. For the lead. Miller pulls it in. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Randall, good.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
The 3 from Ball. Rebound by the Heat. Hero left side. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
Number 21.
And the Heat lead by 1.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Stolen by Reed. And here comes the break. 3-pointer. Williams grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Miller. Off with the layup. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Lets it fly. The jumper from the wing off target.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Hero with the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Now here's George. He's got 7. To the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Man, he made sure to get his money for that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Hornets making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Hornets trail by 3. Randle outside. To the middle. Here's Williams. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Randle's got 6 assists here tonight.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Williams misses. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Miller outside. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Miller's got 9 points.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Oladipo outside. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. Outside, Williams. Williams knocks down the 3.
I think it's all a matter of focus for Williams, and that time he was completely dialed in.
Smith outside. Miller on the wing. 9 points in the game. Randle can't hit.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Thompson scanning the floor. Down low. Ball with a steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Randle. Rebound Miami. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Williams. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. He gets it in there. And now a 3-point Miami lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Randle. Here's Miller. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. He's got 12. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for Miami. Grant Williams out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Outside Mitchell. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The 3. And Charlotte another 3.
You can see the work being put in on that particular shot from Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Now here's Hero. Fires the 3. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest. Oladipo against Smith. Here's Bridges. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat trail by 3. On the wing, Thompson. Checked by Mitchell. Thompson passes to Williams. Thompson against Mitchell. And there's Thompson on the assist from Williams.
Williams likes to keep his options open. He'll find a teammate if he has a better look.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Hero. And that one drops for him. And the Hornets lead by 3.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Mitchell following the bucket by the Heat. Miller outside. To the wing on the left. The 3, Smith. Another shot. Miami grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jaquez up top, covered by Smith. Hero for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
You get used to seeing dimes like this from Nick Smith. I mean, he'll drop them all day.
The 3. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Outside Mitchell. Miller outside. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Rising to meet the challenge of that interior defense. What a play by Miller.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And Allie, thanks. For 3, Randall off the mark. His 6th miss in 13 tries. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. To take the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Heat lead by 1. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Smith. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Covered by Smith. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's a three-point Heat lead.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Bridges outside. Pass to Randall, to the inside. Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
So it's Miami now. After the basket by Charlotte. George with it. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. Smith passes to Randall. Misses the baby hook.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
You can see why they turned to Reed in that moment. He is a heater.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Get loud and make some noise for your Charlotte Dancers.
Miller's checked in for Smith.
Your Charlotte Dancers.
Hornets trail by 3. Miller outside. Here's the pick. The 3-ball. Rebound by the Heat.
Hitting the glass with purpose and aggression.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Now here's George. And he comes up with a bucket.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Here's Randall. Off target at the rim. Heat leading by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Charlotte's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
No need to worry, folks. Miller's saying, I got this.
1:51 left in the game. Check by Randall. Hero outside. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 3. Ball outside. Ball ventures inside and converts.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
There's a minute 17 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Reed. Yes! And the foul! It's on Brandon Miller.
Saving that trip. Nas Reed turning a miss into a bucket.
The line for the Heat. Shooting.
That one misses for Reed. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Here's Miller. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Miller's got 12 points here in the second half.
How about Miller rising to the occasion? Talk about coming up clutch. Big time.
Ball outside. Pass to Randall. Miller outside. Out to Bridges to take the lead. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Love the pass from Reed that time. These guys love playing with him.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ball with it. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Randall. Lets it fly. Off target with a jump hook. Now Hero. Charles Lee calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. A deep three from Ball. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here's George. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Randall. Miami grabs the miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Williams finds Bridges. Williams a screen on Hero. Clock at 6. Bridges misses. Miami shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And the basket is good. And the Heat lead by 2.
PG-13 using that length inside.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Randall. Shot blocked. Miller against George. Now Hero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
You can't fall for the pump fake if you're the defense, because Hero will go into the contact every time.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
To the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He's having a really good night from the field. I know the defense is keying in on him. He's the marquee on the scouting report, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Here's Reed. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
All Reed's looking for is an opportunity. They've given him that, and he's been outstanding.
Ball passes to Williams. Miller with it. Here's Ball.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And that one's good. The Ball's got 22.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Check by Randall. Left side Reed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That's on Mark Williams.
Nice job by Reed there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
At the line for 2.
And the second of 2 is good, and that gives him a lead.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
Ball outside. Here's Randall. That one off the back iron and out. For Miami, they've gotten 2 of 4 attempts to go in OT. Count it. Good. That's 29 for him.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Pass to Randall.
Good move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
First team foul. At the line for two, Julius Randle.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And Randle drops them both.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
The Heat have gotten 3 of 5 attempts to go as we play here in this OT period. Buries it from 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Ball outside. Back to Randall. Yeah! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. On the shot clock. Money! And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miller. No good on the 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see them knock them down there.
Timeout called the Hornets. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime period. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And it's Miami's ball. Here he goes. Oh! Power it home!
Oh, wow!
And that one is stuffed right through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
4th team foul. Shooting for Miami.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, this overtime has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly fatigued.
And so Miami takes the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.